Button. Hello, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Tuesday evening, where we delve a little bit deeper into the technical side of some of the products that we've got and sometimes part of the business that we've got. I'm not too sure about you, but where I am, it's a cool, wet evening tonight. We had a bit of lightning earlier and the sound of lovely rain falling outside right now, which is wonderful. So we've been covering cleaning products, and the topic has basically been, are we cleaning ourselves to death? Because we've learned over the past couple of weeks that cleaning products can sometimes be quite dangerous with all the stuff that they put in there. And therefore, it's so very, very important to read the labels and understand what the terminology is. When it says caution, when it says danger, when it says poison, be aware of these things. Learn to understand what those things mean, whether it's acid, whether it's alkali, and what are the alternatives to all these scary things that you find in the shopping centers these days, or in the shops, where you go down the cleaning aisle and there's tons of things. There's tile cleaners, there's window cleaners, there's bath cleaners, there's floor cleaners, there's clothes cleaners, there's body cleaners. Well, newsflash, your tub doesn't know that it's a tub and not a shower, so why do we need two different types of cleaners? So we've been covering that over the past couple of weeks, so please feel free to subscribe to this channel and go back to the recordings and see if you can just understand them a little bit better. And if you've got questions, please feel free to contact me. Somewhere along the line, I have contact details in there. Please drop me a line, drop me a message, comment on the video clip, and then I'll happily get back to you and answer those questions for you. So we've been learning last week what some of the Neolife or GNLD alternatives are as far as cleaning products are concerned. And we learned that there are 4 basic products that will take care of pretty much everything in the average household. And we've covered Super 10, we've covered LDC, and we're going to cover the other 2 products tonight. And again, I'm getting my special guest to give us some demonstrations on how these products work, because she very kindly demoed last week as to how we can use the Super 10 and how we can use the LDC. So I'm going to share my screen, and I need to remember to share the sound as well. And we're going from the beginning. Just lose a few of these other goodies over here. Okay, so we are cleaning ourselves to death quietly and steadily, and as a result, we're being exposed to toxins from all sides. We're being exposed to toxins from our household cleaners. We're getting exposed to toxins from our personal care products. And I haven't gotten into the personal care products in this particular series. That I'll get into another day. But be aware of what you're putting on your body, because as we know, our skin is the biggest organ in the body, and it absorbs all of these chemicals, whether we like it or not. So if we can stay away from the chemicals, we can stay away from a lot of the problems that can cause things like cancers, asthma, and various other skin problems, skin issues, psoriasis, eczema, all those kind of things that can be quite nasty. So the products that we use in our particular business are also extremely economical, because as we learned over the last couple of weeks, our products are sold neat. They do not contain any extra water. So you are not paying for 2/3 of a product of water and just 1/3 of an active ingredient. When you purchase a product such as Super 10 or LDC, you're getting 100% concentrate, and you then dilute it accordingly. So the Super 10 is concentrated, and 1 liter will give you 11 liters of heavy duty cleaning, or 22 of these little spray bottles. 1 liter of LDC will give you 12, I think it's 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah, I think it's about 12 bottles, half-liter bottles. So you're getting at least 6 liters of diluted product. And you can, in fact, with LDC, because it's so potent, you can dilute it even more than the 1:5 or the 1:6 that is recommended, because it's still extremely powerful. So the Super 10 is powerful, but it's also gentle. Now, it's powerful enough to clean things like car engines, grease and oil marks, towel grouting, shower mold, and stains like ink, lipstick, wax, or wax crayons, and red wine. And we saw how Krishna demonstrated how she was able to take wax crayon out of a carpet. Normally you use a lot of elbow grease to do that, but with this product, because it's so powerful, just needs a little bit of rubbing with your fingernails to agitate it, and it works brilliantly. LDC as well. You can use it for dishwashing. Use it on any household surface that can take water. Wax floors. It makes a brilliant bubble a bath cleaner. Makes a very good bubble bath. A hand wash, a jewelry cleaner, a pet cleaner. You can use it on dogs. I've personally used it to take crude oil off penguins. Yet, I've also personally used this product on my children when they were still babies, because it makes a very good bubble bath for them. As we said, they're economical. Together, these two products replace 15 to 20 different products in the home. And this saves you between 60 to 70% on your average household budget. They're earth-friendly, meaning that they are biodegradable. The packaging is recyclable, which means that there's less waste in landfills and less plastic in the oceans. And because you can refill so often, there's less plastic waste that gets spread around. Now, the next thing that we really became quite comfortable with during the pandemic was care, because everybody knew suddenly that they needed to disinfect or sanitize their hands. Now, I'm not too sure about you, but the alcohol that they were forcing us to use was extremely rough on my hands and was starting to cause eczema again, which I managed to get under control very nicely. So I very quickly ditched that and started to use Care, which is a very potent yet very gentle disinfectant. Powerful enough to sterilize a hospital theater, yet gentle enough to clean wounds on yourself or your children or your grandchildren if they happen to fall and skin their knees. Obviously, you use a very mild solution for that, whereas if you're sterilizing hospital theater, you use something a lot more potent, but it's that versatile. So Care, it's concentrated. So for average household use, 1 liter makes up to 50 liters of disinfectant. That is economical. As I said, for hospital use, 1 in 10. Normal household use, 1 in 50. Spray it around your toilet, clean surfaces where you're preparing food. You can disinfect wounds. The huge number of different activities or things that you can use the Care for. It's concentrated, and you simply dilute it with water. Again, it's biodegradable, like all the cleaning products, and it has recyclable packaging. We're going to get Krishna, who is a qualified nursing sister, to explain a little bit more about this.
Our next product is Care. Care is a very versatile disinfectant, and on Care we got a SABS certificate that it kills 99.9% of known germs. Now Care substitutes all disinfectants in your house. Doesn't matter what you think of. Maybe think of cleaning a toilet or a drain and disinfect that. Or you think maybe of an open wound where you've cut yourself, or a child has fallen down and is got scratch marks on his skin. You can disinfect it with Care. Care also stops fine bleeding. And also when your husband has maybe shaven himself and had spot bleedings where you've perhaps shaved himself, Care will stop that fine bleedings as well. Now, we dilute Care 1 to 50 for normal general household cleaning, and 1 in 10 for hospital grade cleaning. Now, nowadays with the pandemic, we always dilute the Care 1 in 10, and we use that as a disinfectant to disinfect the hands and all the surfaces in your kitchen and your bathroom and so on. They suggest that you actually spray it on and leave it for 5 minutes. If you look at the back of the bottle, it will actually show you there exactly what germs it kills and the time that you need to expose it to the Care to get the best effect. So Care is really a product that is much needed in the house.
Oops. Okay. And then the next one is the G1 laundry compound.
The next product that I want to demonstrate is the G1 laundry compound. Now G1 is a pure soap powder. There's no packers and fillers in, and it washes out of your clothes completely. And it's anti-allergic for people that's got allergies from other washing powders. You won't have any problem with this getting a rash when you sweat and the sweat comes in contact with a shirt that was washed in another washing powder. All right, so this is so concentrated, you get 133 washes out of 1 2-kilo bag. And this is the scoop that you use. And I want to show you the difference between the amount of the normal washing powders. So I take 1 scoop of our washing powder like this, and I'm going to put it on the plate there. This is the amount that you use for lightly soiled clothes. If it's a more heavily soiled, you can use 2 scoops, and that is now for a 5-kilogram load of washing. Okay, this is some shop powder. I've just closed the name of the brand, but this is the amount that they suggest for 1 load of washing. Okay, can you see this amount? There's a huge difference between this and this, and just think what it does to your soil. Our washing powder is also biodegradable, so you can have your washing machine water run in the garden. It won't spoil the soil. Okay, so very, very economical. Now, before you start using this washing powder in your machine, maybe your machine is clogged up with all the old washing powders. So what we suggest is that you put in an old towel in the machine, let it heat up the water, and then give it a cycle right through. Because what this washing powder will do is it will clean the pipes and the drum and the inside of your machine. So all the dirt will come out of the machine and it will stick into the towel that you've put in. So thereafter your machine will be clean. And your machine's inside, the pipes and that will last much longer if you use this washing powder. So very, very economical. But this is absolutely a huge difference in the amount that is suggested for a 5-kilo load of washing. You can also use our washing powder in the dishwasher. It works very effectively. I'm using that all the time. Just a little, not even a full scoop, you put in your dishwasher. And you can use the LDC for the rinse aid. And you get a perfect wash every time, and it's so much more economical than the expensive dishwashing soaps that you can buy for your dishwashing machines.
So the G1, and this has to be one of our other favorite products, is more concentrated than general laundry powders because you're only using about 20 mils versus a normal 200 mils, so 1/10. It's effective in hard or soft water, and it removes a variety of stains, and even better, you can use it at low temperature. I, in fact, do all of our laundry in cold water. And a 2-kilo bag will give you at least 155 washes. Now, I have a family of anything between 3 and 7, dependent on who else comes to bring the laundry to our house. You know, when kids leave home, they often bring their dirty laundry back to visit. So a 2-kilo bag like this that gets used, I would say, virtually every single day for either laundry or the dishwasher or both, lasts us at least 3 months, sometimes longer. Whereas your commercial brands, I've heard some people say they go through about 2 to 3 2-kilo bags a month. And they complain bitterly about how expensive it is. So work out what you're using, you do the maths. It's also earth-friendly as usual. It's biodegradable. It has a vegetable-based surfactant. It saves energy because it keeps your machines and pipes cleaner, so your machine doesn't have to work quite as hard anymore. It's phosphate-free. So if you're living next to a river source or a small dam or something like that, often with cleaners that have got phosphates in them, these things go into the water, and this causes, they call it a phosphate bloom, which is it's a type of algae that thrives on phosphates. Now, our laundry powder does not have this. So your river runs clean, and by the time it gets in there, it biodegrades anyway. So therefore, it's non-polluting either. So here's a suggestion. We are in spring at the moment, heading towards summer and the traditional spring cleaning. Do yourself a favor, look around your home, see what is there, what toxins are there, and start to detox your home. Go green. Even your commercial green products aren't always green. So check it out. Read the labels, check out the ingredients. We're on a mission to make the world a healthier and happier place. If you want to know more about this, give me a call, leave a message in the comments. I'll get back to you. And that is the end of my presentation for tonight. Does anybody have any questions or comments before I stop recording?
Sean?
Yes.
The G1 laundry powder, it's recommended 2 to 4 scoops.
Mm-hmm.
But with just stale laundry, not dirty laundry, I use 1 scoop.
Mm-hmm.
And my last bag of 2 kg G1 laundry powder lasted my husband and myself 14 months. I was getting tired of my old bag and I needed a new one. And it was great excitement in the house when I managed to open up a brand new bag of washing powder because it lasted so long.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm already going on for my 5th month and I'm only not even halfway through my bag of washing powder.
Mm. Yeah. Sorry. We also, or at least I also only use generally 1 scoop. Unless it's a very big load, then I'll use about 1.5, maybe 2 scoops. But I wouldn't call our laundry heavily soiled. But if you are married to a mechanic or an engineer who often has greasy, oily, maybe even gardener or somebody who enjoys working in the garden, who's got a lot of grass stains and that sort of thing, maybe use 2 scoops for that. But I found 1 scoop more than sufficient for general laundry. And it leaves it smelling nice and fresh. Yes, Ansi.
Also, now that you mentioned that, remember that you can spot it out with Super 10. Whether it's oil or lipstick or ink, you can use it on your clothes, the same as you would demonstrate on a carpet.
Correct. Correct. And you don't have to wash it off straight away. In fact, they recommend that you use it, spray it on and leave it on for a good 10 minutes. And then hook it into the washing machine after that. Sometimes if I get marks on my pants during the week, I'll spray it down in the evening, and then it only gets washed on a Friday or a Saturday, and it's perfectly fine. All right, I'm going to stop this recording.